of in that mode right now where I'm like, well, that's that. It's over. Thanksgiving and Christmas are over. So now it's like on to a few months of misery of being cold. So I gotta keep myself entertained somehow. And now that I have you, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get through this ugly season of cold and paying your taxes by April, recovering from all the Christmas shopping and doing all the cleaning. We're gonna rotate our closets, spring cleaning. There's so much ahead of us, so I hope you all stick around and hang out with me for the next few months. Next few months will be a little different for me because I will start going into the office every day to help John with his tax clients. I think I mentioned to you guys earlier, John has a accounting practice and he focuses on tax preparation, individual and business and sole proprietorships, small business owners, LLCs, yada, yada, yada. And so he gets really, 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 really busy between January and April 15th. And so I'm going to go in to help him. This is only the second year I'm doing that. Last year was the first year. This is my second, so I feel I know I can add value to him this year. Last year, I don't know. But I did talk in the ear off of all his clients. I met all his clients, and I so understand why he's such a workaholic. Okay, so rewind. So I've been with John for like 12 years. Who's counting? And for the last like 10 years, he's been doing taxes, and tax season has been a sore point in our lives because I would be a tax widow. You guys know what a tax widow is? Yep, it's the partner of a CPA, of an accountant who focuses on taxes, and her husband, partner, it could be the other way around, I guess, is just not around. John works like freaking 80 hours a week once we hit March and April, and then he starts pulling in 60 hours, you know, in February. So it gets to a point where you just really don't see your partner at all. And I would always be really, really angry at him, and I would always resent tax season. And it was a problem in our lives for a while until last year. So last year I went and helped him with tax season, and I completely changed my mind. I now see how amazing he is with his clients and how much they really depend on him, and how, you know, they are the source of our income, obviously, and they are like his second family. And so I saw it from a different perspective, and I don't really hate tax season anymore. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of looking forward to it. You get to see, he gets like 9-10 appointments sometimes a day, so I get to interact with so many people who are like extremely appreciative of John, because he's like the Robin Hood of taxes. He is extremely well versed in all the deductions, and he knows how to work with IRS. So he gets a lot of clients that haven't filed their taxes for like 3 or 4 years, and so there's all this tax liability that he has to work with the IRS on, and he is extremely good at it. And so people turn to him when they have some issues. But right now he's kind of specializing in, he's trying to get more athletes. He currently has pro football players that he does taxes for. So he knows how to, like, it's really interesting. I'm sorry if I'm boring you, but if you're a football player, all the cities that you go and play games in, you gotta file taxes for each one of those cities. So he is really good at knowing exactly where to file, how to file, and some states have weird funky doodles, and he totally knows how to do all of that. He's just really, really good. I'm so proud of him, and I used to not be. So this has, if there's any way you have a partner whose career you do not understand, if there's any way at all you can spend a day in their life, or shadow them, or be with them to kind of understand what your partner does and what they get out of their career, I highly recommend it. I'm in awe with him when I see him working with these clients, and they cry and he helps them, and he's just really good. He has extremely great customer service. Okay, enough about him. You obviously know I respect him and his career, so that's why I look forward to it and I help him, and it's awesome. So where was I? So I was telling you guys that because for the next few months I'll be working out of the office, and so majority of the videos I shoot will be from the office. I'll try to sneak in Gigi once in a while into a video. So I know you guys might miss her. I'm going to miss my pickle so much. I'm trying to talk to John to make Friday a bring your pet to work day. That would be awesome. Gigi Maria in the office. Oh, get her little condo in the corner. Aw, my little monkey. My monkey. All right. Where was I? Blah, 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 blah. I don't remember what I was saying. Was I trying to make a point? I don't remember. I'm going to have to go back and watch the video. Hey everyone, I'm in the office now, and I'm going to do a few things for you. First, I did want to talk about the complex YouTube copyright world as it relates to the use of music. I've received several comments about me not correctly using the music, and my videos could be taken down, all in good gesture. Everyone means really, really well. This is not negative. And so because I've gotten so many and people are worried, I wanted to tell you that I'm not violating anything. As a matter of fact, I've read the copyright music use policy on YouTube inside and out, and I understand it pretty well. It is pretty complex, but I've gotten to a point where I really understand, and I'm not playing in the gray. I'm just doing things the right way. So whenever you use someone else's music, the original owners have two options. They can send you a takedown notice, or they can, within that notice, they can tell you you have an option, and that is to allow them to monetize your video. So if you do nothing, they will monetize your video. So any money that YouTube gets from ads does not go to you. It goes to the original content owner. I'm totally good with that. To make things better, I've even decided not to monetize my videos at all, because I don't want to be in situations where I've monetized something that has music from someone else, and now there's a conflict where I'm monetizing, they're monetizing, and now I could be in some trouble. So I just don't monetize the videos at all. So if you see anything, any ads or anything like that, it's from the original owner, so they're receiving the profits or the money that YouTube gets from the ads. Back in 2012, YouTube signed an agreement with the music companies that has created this ID match process. So anytime a video is uploaded to YouTube and there's a match on the music being used with the people that created the music, that's how the match comes together, and that's how we get the notice that, hey, you do have someone else's music and these are your options. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, so that you're not worried about me using music. I'm doing it the right way. Also, just for those that might be thinking of doing videos in the future and using some music, there is a royalty-free music collection out there that you can use. There's still a difference between is it used in the public domain and how it's used. So just because it's royalty-free doesn't mean that you can use it whichever way you want to. You still have to read the fine print on how this royalty-free music can be used. For example, the YouTube audio library has information on royalty-free music options. There is the public domain project, which also will have it. There is Nathan Will's Music. You got to check that out, or Audio Micro, or freepd.com. So you still would be able to monetize on YouTube having those types of music. You just got to read the fine print to see how you're able to use it. For example, someone might not want for you to use it in a parody type fashion, or for you to mix it with something else. They could have a problem with that. So just wanted to let you know. That's that. Next up, I have a little fun activity to do, and that's to review the closet of one of my viewers. So I'm so excited to go in there and see if there's any way we can help her to make it better. She is a newer Poshmark subscriber, and she's already doing a fantastic job. She has so many things out there, and she's like a little bunny, like she keeps going and going. But she wanted some insight, to make it better, and so that's what we're gonna do for her. I'm gonna go in there right now and start looking at her things and providing her with feedback. And my challenge to you is, if you see something that I missed, or if you have any time and you go in her closet and you look at things, want to provide her feedback, provide it in the discussion thread of this video, or you can obviously tell her directly via the Poshmark app. And one request I have is that, feedback is a gift, and gifts generally come nicely packaged, right? So when you're offering feedback, please make sure it's constructive and it's aimed at making her better, not at making her feel bad. So, just be mindful of that. People, some people like to give feedback in a way that it might hurt the other person. So just wrap it up nicely and put a bow on it. That would be nice. I'd really, really appreciate that, because I really don't want any negativity associated with what we're doing here. We are here to empower, help, and make everyone successful and help everyone. So that's the entire point. Thank you so much. Let's go check out our closet. All right, let's get this party started. I actually went home. I didn't stay in the office. I don't like being in the office when John is not there. So anyway, here we are, and here is Debbie's closet, Debbie Molina. So if you could pause here right now, grab her closet name, and go to her closet while we're doing this. So I think this would be very helpful for her, and I would love for you to follow her and offer her some feedback as well. She is a wonderful lady, highly optimistic and positive, and so eager to learn. And the fact that she's asking for feedback, wow, that's awesome, because how many of you want to receive criticism on your closet? Probably not many. So kudos to you, Debbie, for opening yourself up, and it really shows your commitment to grow and to improve your closet. It's awesome. All right, so I've had a chance to scan real quick right before I started filming. So Debbie has 293 listings in her closet, so she's well diversified. She has a lot of different things and a lot of brands, which you can scan and look through here on the side on the screen. You can see she has different price points for everybody. She has a lot, so people can come in here and actually bundle up and fill up a cart with her stuff. So this is great. She's improved her shares, which is fantastic. I remember like a week and a half ago when she was starting out and she came by my YouTube channel. She had very little shares, but then she saw one of my videos about sharing is caring and broadening your reach, and so she's been doing an amazing job. Look at that. She has a lot of followers and she's following. So she knows by now that the more you work on this and this will take care of itself, attend parties and all that stuff. So onto her closet. Hopefully you have it maybe on your phone or on your computer and you can look along with me. The first thing that is very obvious to me that Debbie needs to spend a little bit more time on is her presentation on the cover shots. So first things first, you notice that several of her pictures have cut off the clothing item. So I'm only guessing and speculating. What's happening is that on her phone, she's taking regular pictures. And then we all know that we have to get a square fit into the Poshmark app. So Debbie, if you have an iPhone, before you take pictures next time, switch your setting to square. When you go in and you take a picture, you have the ability to move your screen to the left and it will show up the square. This way, when you're taking pictures next time, you don't have to worry about stuff being cropped. You will automatically have it set correctly. So that's my recommendation to you on that. You want to have the entire item showing in a clean fashion for your cover shot. Let's see. I do spot some lighting issues. So Debbie, pick like a really light corner in your house. Maybe it might have yellow, maybe white color on the wall, but pick something where light won't be an issue. I'm seeing a lot of shadows. I was looking at this a little earlier. There's some shadows. There's some items I wasn't even sure what they were until I read the description. But other than that, it should be fine. Next, in regards to the cover shots. Oh, here's the one I was referring to. The distraction in this picture is definitely this block panel here and the sign. I'm not sure what's this here, but my recommendation to you, Debbie, is that you make it so that in the cover shot, we immediately know what is selling without any distractions. Because distractions are not good. Distractions draw the buyer away from the item and they're looking at different things. And we're curious by nature. So I think in one of the pictures, you had like some medication in the basket. And I was like looking in there at what that was. Why should I be? I shouldn't be looking at your stuff. But you know what I mean? A distraction is a distraction. So eliminate those distractions from pictures. And in one picture, I saw a doggy feeding area and maybe some food or something. So you definitely want to take that out of the pictures. Another area I noticed was some of your pictures, like this one, were sideways. So you're going to have to rotate the picture because you want to have a beautiful, clean, straight item of a view of the item that you're selling. That's really important. This once again is a great shot from having the mannequin and stuff, but this is a distraction. So like I said before, find a corner, like a clean corner somewhere, and position your mannequin there and let that be the place where you always take pictures. That consistency, clarity, and clean area that will really make it so much better. Oh yeah, this was the picture I was telling you about. I was distracted by that. It took away from the skirt, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to give people an opportunity to do that. Another opportunity I noticed, you have these gorgeous Free People sweaters. One in white and one in blue. I actually sold the same sweater And you notice I grabbed some stock photos. If you're not going to use a mannequin in something, but you have stock photos available, I really recommend that. Oops, goodness gracious, what am I doing? I really recommend that you use them. I know that there's the conversation around using stock photos is really gray. You definitely don't want to use pictures from other posters' closet or eBay or anything like that. You want to go for the original item, original advertising photo for this item from the website, like Free People, or if it's selling at Nordy's, grab it from Nordy's. But that area is gray, so I'm not telling everyone go and create a problem for yourself of copyright infringement, but the cover shots go a long way. Let's see. I messed up, hold on, I gotta float it on top, bring all to front. I think that's the way you do it. Nope. I'm still learning, everyone. It's still a constant, let's see, increase languages, fit to screen, float on top. Still a constant struggle with everything. Okay. There was another item, so let's see, the Free People sweater. You might want to use some stock photos. I saw an Anthropology jacket that you had in your closet. Number one, it was listed for a smaller, I think you underpriced it. I think you're overpricing your Free People stuff and underpricing your Anthropology. But there are some stock photos for that jacket as well. And if you're not going to use a mannequin or wear it yourself, consider using those to give us an idea of how beautiful that jacket really is. I also saw, let's see, was it the Free People? I had another one I saved. I don't think I have it here. Oh yeah, there it is. You have a gorgeous poncho, a Free People poncho. And a picture like this goes a long way. So I'd like you to consider displaying how beautifully that poncho lays on someone and how nice it looks versus us just seeing it hanging there. Help the individual visualize it. It would be good. See, here it is. Okay. Once again, flip the photo. Jeans are an interesting beast, and I've heard a lot of conversations with people on it. How do you style pants? You know, because when you take a picture of the pants just like from the back, the ass sometimes is saggy, and like pants don't look attractive if you just take straight pictures of them. So there is a trend, I believe, that people take pictures of jeans laying that way, and that a lot of people are used to that. And what it does is it shows you the pocket, the brand, but it also shows you the leg style. You know, is it tapered? Is it skinny? Is it boot cut? Is it flared? So it gives you a lot of information in just one picture. So if you're not going to use a stock photo, I recommend doing something like this. Like I said, lots of information in one picture, and it gives us a good view of the pants. And flat lays are great. You know, take a picture from the top, or I saw some people hanging the pants on a hanger so that you see the front and the back when it's sitting on a nail like in the wall. That's perfectly good too. So yeah, so those are some of my feedback on your pictures. Remove the disruptions. Make sure you got your lighting, and trust me, lighting is like something I battled for months. And I'm still battling lighting. I still get issues with shadows and just, it's annoying. So continue to work on your lighting. You'll get there, just like we all got there eventually. Make sure your photos are cropped appropriately. Remember that the cover shot is everything. The cover shot and the title, besides actually the brand and all that, sell your items, or at very minimum, bring people to actually click on the item and go see what you're selling. So cover shots are so important. If anything, spend more time on your cover shots. Remove disruptions, lighting, get the cut right. And some of your pictures look just a tiny bit blurry. So make sure you're taking a good shot and you're not moving your hand. I'm assuming you're taking these on your phone. Now, I stumbled on something, and Debbie, we need to have a little talk. What is this? What is this? This is not eligible on Poshmark. As a matter of fact, this listing alone is making you not compliant with the Poshmark expectations. So how this hurts you is that you will not be eligible to receive host picks. So if there are parties and someone wants to grab something from your closet to display to a party, once they find out you have a knockoff, they will not be able to do that. Also, majority of poshers, they will not share knockoff closets. So if you have even one thing, that makes people really nervous, and so they will not share stuff from your closet. And as a matter of fact, many people block people because they don't want to by accident display items from a non-compliant closet, because then that means they're promoting that type of behavior. So do yourself a favor and remove anything that shows any knockoffs. And trust me, that was my thing. If you've seen my previous videos, you know my background with knockoffs. I learned everything the hard way too. Do yourself a favor and remove it before anyone sees it. Same goes for anyone else who is watching this video and wants to be Poshmark compliant. Let's see. I continue to look at all your titles, and so after perfecting your cover shot, I recommend looking over your titles and adjusting them. Your title needs to be alluring, needs to be welcoming, needs to be something that if I'm shopping and I'm looking at the title and I just see Free People Sweater, I'm like, okay, Free People Sweater, Free People Sweater. This person doesn't think there's anything special about this sweater, so I'm not going to think it's special either. But if you add some additional flowery language, that will go a long way. I was looking at your first item here in this closet, the Lauren top, the Ralph Lauren top. It is beautiful. It is elegant. It is embellished. A beautiful career top will look great under a blazer. It's really classy. So find a way to embellish the language of your titles, okay? Use the space you receive for the title wisely. Put in keywords in there. I think that goes the same on eBay. If you're selling on eBay, there's a lot of information out there on how to create really good titles. And so, for example, with this Ralph Lauren top, add elegant, embellished, career, top. Add those key items so that people can visualize, oh, this top would be great career. Yeah, under my blazer, blah, blah, blah. But if you just say Lauren top, there's nothing appealing about that title that will invite people in to kind of visualize what it would look like on them. So you really want to improve those as well. Let's see. Watch your spelling. You know, some people out there are nitpicky and obsessive compulsive. I'm one of them. I want to see proper grammar, punctuation, capitalization. I want to know that you are that you know your stuff and you care about your closets and you care about your presentation. You want to appear professional, and you know these are a reflection of you and your closet. So Spend a little bit more time making sure it looks clean. So that's that. Let's see. So moving on my list, I wrote 5 things that I wanted to get you to focus on. The next thing after the picture, after the title, I want you to hone in on your descriptions. Okay, so descriptions, when it comes to Poshmark and descriptions, more is better. Less is not more. In this situation, more is better. You need to show and give a lot of information, especially if you want to make your closet impulse purchase ready. Impulse purchase ready. If people are shopping in your closet and they are prone to impulse buys, if they have a good description of the item, that means you're more likely to have a sale than not. If you're missing information, they will ask you. And if you're not timely on responding, you're going to lose the sale. If you don't respond at all, you lost the customer. They might just not even come back. And I am guilty of that, okay? So don't beat yourself down about that. I'm bad. I mean, if I'm really busy and I just can't get to it, and second of all, I'm not even at the house, I can't measure something, drives it. I hate it, but I have to. I know I'm losing a sale. So what I'm doing is I'm really focusing on adding measurements and being more descriptive. And I committed to this thing called 3, 2, 1. Sorry. I found somewhere in a Poshmark blog somewhere that the things that you want to be listing in your closet, and because there's like a lot and I had a hard time remembering, I did a little formula for myself, a cheat sheet. I was using acronyms in college a lot, like I totally live for acronyms. But this was the 3 F's, 2 C's, and 1 M. So 3 F, 2 C, 1 M. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I know it's kind of dorky, but the 3 F's being fit, feature, and fabric. The 2 C's being color and condition, and the 1 M is measurement. Maybe I'm going to make myself a little template and have all those things and just fill them out when I create the posting. But it's important that you're writing out at minimum, the condition and the measurements. That's the number one thing that people ask questions about. What is the condition? What are the measurements? Now, I read this blog one time, and it had this cool visual. So let me see if I can find it. I took it from someone. Hold on. And I will link her blog once I find the blog. At the bottom, make sure I'm not passing this off as mine by any means. There is no denying this difference in these 2 descriptions. So check this out. One is for a pair of jeans, size 28 but run small, lightwear, super cute. And the other one, pre-owned, great condition, no holes, no stains. It has the fabric content. It has the measurements. So which would you be more comfortable purchasing? Now, this is a real question and a real decision point for a potential buyer. They're deciding, okay, is this worth it? What am I gonna get? I'm not sure. But if they have all this information, they're like, oh wow, this seller means business. They care about my sale. They're giving me a lot of information. And definitely if I'm an impulse buyer, boom, that's it. That's what I need. Bought. So consider that. Now, I'm giving this feedback assuming Debbie has time. Obviously, if you don't have the time and you're not able to commit the time to invest in your closet, that's a whole different story. And that's that. It is what it is. But I'm assuming at this point, Debbie has some time to invest in her closet. So those are the things that I would recommend she spend some time on. So that was my last, my next to last advice is a stronger description. So I'm going to go over that again. 3 F's: fit, feature, and fabric. And when I say feature, for example, in this shirt, where's the feature that we need to definitely point out is this beautiful floral embellishment with sequins. It makes the shirt more formal. Definitely something to point out. And then the fabric, you want to, is it a cotton? What is it? You definitely want to put that in there. In this case, she does have a picture of the tag. However, it's hard to decipher. So it says, does it say 60% cotton? 40, okay. But you see what I'm saying? I had to pause and look. So Debbie, next time you take a picture of the tag, make it straight and clean and clear. So fit, feature, fabric, and 2 C's: the color and the condition. And I know you're thinking color, they can see what color it is, or, you know. So let's take a look at this, for example. When I look at this color, I think tan, beige. But then I go in here and it says green. At this point, I'm confused. I do not know. I'm not seeing green, and I'm seeing this. I'm confused. So on items where that could occur, just write in the description what, what is this, a really light off olive green type? Like, what is it? I don't know. I just don't know. And then the measurements. Measurements are more and more important. And when I first started, I didn't do any measurements. But ever since I began adding at least 2, and the 2 minimal measurements are, you want to measure armpit to armpit, that's the bust, and from the top to the bottom, the length. You definitely want to provide a minimum of those 2. And I know every time I list something and I don't provide measurements, someone will ask me for measurements. I'm not going to get there in time. I'm going to lose the sale and I'm going to be kicking myself for it. So I got to show you what I did. Because when someone asks for measurements, like I have to run into my garage, look for the item and measure it. So, and then sometimes I will come down and I don't know where the tape measure is. And then I'm like, well, great, I just lost the sale. So, check this out. So I carry this around very often. Just helps me like to hone in on something, look at it, whatever. If I'm struggling with the label because it was washed several times and I can't really see like what the fabric content, I carry this sucker around. So I decided to add a measure. Isn't this freaking awesome? It's a tiny measuring tape. It's a keychain. So now when I'm listing or if I'm working in my garage, I have this always handy. I can measure it. Oh my God, isn't that awesome? I'm surprised someone hasn't come up with a little reseller cool jewelry line with like stuff like, you know how men have those pocket knives with like a gazillion little tools? We need a reseller necklace with a bunch of little tools we need for doing that. A little picker threader thingy, the one that everyone gave me a name, but I don't remember what it was. Oh man, I see so many possibilities. A small sweater stone. Just all this stuff at your fingertips hanging. Isn't this awesome? Or like a vest, or like a little utility vest with all our tools in there. That would be so awesome. That would be so, okay. So eliminate knockoffs, focus on the cover shot, write more enticing titles, strong descriptions, and the last thing I'm going to tell you is analyze your pricing. Like I mentioned earlier, you have some items that are underpriced and some that are overpriced. So, you know, it's hard, but try to hone in a little bit more on your pricing. For example, you had a sweater, Anthropology, Free People sweater that new was 148 and you listed it for 100. That's going to be a hard sale to make, especially when it's not new with tags. Now, if it's new with tags and you do price at 40% off the original, you stand a chance. However, if it's not new with tags and it's used, $100 for a 148 letters will be a hard sell. So perhaps you start high and then you run a sale in your closet and you drop prices, and that's going to make people who liked your sweater come. Perhaps that's your strategy. If that is, awesome. But I'm just telling you, probably will not sell this at this price point. And that's it. Just always iron out the wrinkles. You had some items with wrinkles. Just iron them out, steam them next time you take a shower, hang stuff in close to your shower. You have so many amazing pieces in here. I don't think you will have any problem selling them. Once you get yourself more out there, you share more, you get more followers, you attend more parties, improve your cover photos. You are, girlfriend, you're on your way to success. Lots and lots of great things in here. You're gonna do just fine. And you have amazing brands. Wild Fox, Free People, Anthropology, Lucky Brand, Lululemon, I mean, Alberta McCauley, girlfriend, Citizens of Humanity crop jeans. Boom! That's awesome. You're gonna do completely fine. Like for example, you have some boots that I would improve the pictures on, but this is a great shot of these boots. These are adorable, just adorable. These ones, awesome. Check these out. Obviously work with the symmetry and positioning of the picture. Don't crop anything, center the item. Improve the title. These are booties with glitter. They have a glitter feature in the back. You need to mention glitter in your title. I'm just saying, if I went searching for glitter boots with glitter, these would not pop up. And they should pop up. I want you to sell them. Put that in there. These boots over here, beautiful, amazing boots. I've seen the stock photos for these boots. But the picture, oh, this is the one with the medication. The picture distracts from away from the shoes. It takes away from the beauty of these shoes. So, you know, you can do a lot better than this. A very popular photo of shoes on a cover is to put your boots down and take a picture from the top down. So we're seeing the boots as they're going to look when they're on our feet. We're looking down, we're seeing them. Or just sides, the side of the shoe, or the sole in the front. There's a lot of things you can do that would be a little better than what we have here. But other than that, you're gonna rock and roll, sister. Find a white wall, man. Find a white wall or just a consistent spot with a clean background. That will go a long way for you. If you can work on that, do that. We can come back if you want to in a month or two and do a follow-up evaluation and see what's going on. But I bet you by then you're gonna have sold some stuff and you won't be needing our help. I bet you. But anyway, if you want to do that, we'll totally do that and we'll follow up with you. That'd be totally awesome. Like, let's do an update with Debbie, a monthly update with Debbie's Closet. That'd be so awesome. So I wish you all the best, Debbie. I love the stuff you have in there. There's one thing I'm buying probably today. I saw a sweater. I have to go find it. you know what? I'll just buy it right now because I wanted. See, here's that Anthropology jacket. I totally think you need to use that stock photo for that. Oh my gosh, where's your thing? Oh, here it is. All right, moth sweater. I want this sweater. This is an Anna sweater. Totally an Anna sweater. Continue shopping. Just bought the sweater. Ah! Can't wait to get it. Can't wait to get it. Love you all. Catch you later.